What is Hallownest without dreamers? A kingdom built upon them, and so none would dare question their validity. Tiso, a knight seeking glory within Hallownest, believes such words to be true. Within his first encounter to the little knight, so he declares,
Serema. Caseto bueno.
Within his waking and restless thoughts, it's clear what Tiso seeks. He's come to a lost kingdom, subject to the forgotten and rabid alike. He aims to journey through a fetid land, all for one thing: glory. He looks down upon the knight, utterly unaware of their struggles to reach this point, and so his grandiose demeanour is established. He does not ask of the knight's toils, doesn't care for the lands they've explored, and so, a newcomer to Hallownest proclaims himself as a warrior of great renown. A juxtaposition, a direct opposite to Tiso, already resides within Hallownest. Quirrell.
Goa, nudo Ilamak. Manamatu churo namen.
To you, the player, Quirrell is the opposition to Tiso. He's a bug of integrity. He does not question the knight's deeds, doesn't seek a great challenge. He only wishes to sate a curiosity that has lived within him for too long. With Quirrell's appearance far before Tiso's, and positioned at the beginning of the game, it's hard not to form a connection to the inquisitive bug, a bond that can only draw you deeper into Hallownest.
Goa, nudo Ilamak. Manamatu churo namen. Manamatu churo namen.
A guiding hand, a luxury within Hallownest. He sees the little knight as an equal, not a foe to be conquered. Instead, seeing the depths of the kingdom as one of opportunity, one that could be explored in the name of brotherhood, rather than opposition. It's a direct antithesis to Tiso, a creature who believes himself above the realm, a being to conquer it, rather than learn its depths and intricacies, a fact echoed within his next encounter.
Serema. Sano.
A foolish statement, but one Tiso abides by. He believes himself above the matters of convenience, opting to travel the lands by foot. Ironically, it's this fact that halts him in his final quest, that of the Fool's Colosseum. It's a facet he dreams of so strongly, one that intrudes upon his waking thoughts, and yet his own ego has halted him in his journey. This dream of glory, it's all that he holds dear. Hollow Knight is a game of exploration, and yet, upon his venture to the land, all he seeks is a singular goal. He does not care for the long and storied history of the Stags. He doesn't wish to see the ruins of a once great kingdom, learn its long and famed history. He only wishes for all you and Quirrell have attained.
Bamazo churro. Na minobis.
There's a clear difference between the little knight, Quirrell, and Tiso, and so a form of rivalry is established. To shatter a dreamer, it's a goal central to Hollow Knight's story, and yet Tiso's plight for glory overcomes it, strips you of the curiosity that lays within the egg. You only wish to see him face the challenges of this arena, to meet a true match, one who will not listen to his idle talk, instead show him the hardship of the kingdom you now explore. While you may have forgotten your root cause, Quirrell has not, and while I skip over much of his story, I find his final encounter one directly opposing Tiso's. Both have found serenity, a placid lake that welcomes all, and yet one opposes and one welcomes.
Goa namane churro. Tô staccando.
His final encounter isn't one of vengeance or rage, instead, thankfulness. He's lived a life twice over, seeing sights so wondrous they remain in his mind despite monomon spells. And so, he's only thankful for the little knight. Within all encounters, he has never opposed you, never questioned your words or actions, instead followed your curiosity, even if it led to his death. Direct antithesis to Tiso, he's only welcomed the weak, embodying them as a spirit of curiosity, one curse to live 2 lives and only remember a handful of memories. His final thoughts are of serenity, an opposition to a bug all too familiar.
Sarenanageno. Sana.
Even in his stance does he oppose the honourable bug. He cannot lounge within the peaceful, accept the kingdom's beauty for what it is. No, his sole dream of glory still spurs him on. Be it the Blue Lake or Dirtmouth, it is clear Tiso is not one for respite. In all truth, it's an unfair comparison. One is a disciple of a great dreamer, granted an unparalleled gift, and the other is little more than an upstart who journeys to this kingdom in aspiration, to become all who have travelled before him. By all means, it's not a fair journey, but is yours? Willing or not, he's modelled by the image of a true knight. The vows, or lack thereof, are imposed upon him, and so we see him for what he truly is, a farce, a dreamer's lie. And yet, for a man so ill-prepared, still his quest for ceaseless violence is one that prevails.
Cinema. Sarana.
You can only guess why Tiso is this way. We do not see where he has travelled, nor the foes he has faced, and so we are only left with half a bug. Still, the little knight is only known as a demon of battle, one embodying the vengeful nature of Hallownest, and yet one who lacks its sanctity and peace. Surrounded by the sounds of battle, one thought fills your mind: will Tiso survive? You fight and you fight. Challenge after challenge you overcome, and still you do not see your mark. With Quirrell gone, you cannot help but wonder what happened to the bug who would seek the glory you now languish in. His corpse lies sunken within the kingdom's edge. Discarded and forgotten, no others remember his name. Seeing his body, and you can't help but be reminded of Quirrell. A bug now lost, his heroism and companionship will remain within Hallownest long after you are gone. To look at Tiso, and you see only what he is not. His final thought is a simple one: why? May it be a question of the road that led him here, the final opponent of our dear knight, and yet I believe it is a matter of integrity. Looking at his decrepit corpse, I cannot help but think he gestured as to why he was not a knight of renown, why he must suffer when others triumph with no struggle. It's a markedly biased opinion, and yet that fact will not bring him back to life. In his final moments, perhaps he dreamed of his glory in combat, his aid of the weak in servile, but in life he did no such thing. Tiso, the grandest dreamer of them all.